Welcome back to SF Season 2 for Episode 11. In this episode, we are going to continue working on the base, specifically the 4th and 5th floors, build a new shop, and try to prevent another war. So I'm currently at the King F statue with Forbes right now, and that is because we are trading some diamonds for quartz, because he needs diamonds and I need quartz for the floor of the 5th floor. So he gave us... What is he doing with the water bucket? Yeah, so he didn't even give us a full stack there, but he was supposed to give us 15 stacks of quartz for 3 diamond blocks. And there we go. So now we have a lot of quartz, and I'm going to craft some of that into quartz for the 5th floor. But before we can start working on it, I discovered some kind of underwater base here, and there's this little island that someone built, but underneath it, this exists. So I don't know how long this has been here or who built this, but there's just a secret base off the north coast of the peninsula. And inside it is very dark except for a few torches, and it looks like there's some kind of either melon or pumpkin farm here, so I'm not really sure what is going on here. So in between videos, I worked on the walls of the 4th floor, and I brought these 3 foxes up here. And I'll just keep them up here for now until I decide to do whatever I'm doing with this 4th floor. But until we do that, we can start working on the 5th floor pretty much immediately. So I've gotten a lot of quartz, as you can see, and I don't know if that's going to be enough. It probably won't be, but I think we are just going to start working on that. So we are back, and as you can see, I completed the 5th floor, and then I also decided to do the walls as well. I can't even get out here, but this is how you fly out of here for now until I complete the 5th floor. But this building is looking really big now if it wasn't before. And this is going to be the last floor other than the roof. And the roof is going to add a lot of height onto this as well. But this building is really big. So we are now at the shopping district, and as soon as I got here I noticed that Soch and Dragon's XP farm was moved, probably because it blocked the communist team's plots. And they rebuilt it down here, and it looks a lot better now. It is getting some items, so I don't know if anyone's using it. But this looks pretty good compared to how it looked before. And on these plots over here, there's already a building and one of these things, which looks really good. So they are already getting to work on using these plots, and hopefully they'll actually use them because they literally bought like half the shopping district. So let's take a look at what profits we have since the last episode. And I'm sure we sold some books with a lot of people being here based on all of the new construction. And someone paid in netherite? What? Who was paying in netherite? People think they can just come in here and pay with any currency now. I guess because I'm accepting it, but I mean, I'll take the netherite, and there we go, some mending books. That's pretty good. And I'll take the netherite, but it would be nice if people actually paid in emeralds for once. And there was another new building next to the bookstore, which is where Zero's wood shop was. So I'm not really sure what this is, but we're going to have to take a look at it. So yeah, this is Zero's shop. It has some bad weapons and tools in there. And he has some armor too. And nothing up here so far. But we are finally ready to use this new road and plots that I built. And we are going to be building a second store right here. And it is just going to be for some random items. It's not really specific for anything, at least not yet. Because I do have some extra items that I don't really need too much of, and I have a lot of them, so I just want to see if anyone wants to buy them. And it is going to be going right here in this area. So I think we are ready to go into a time lapse and start building it. And I set up a command block and a clock in the shopping district, so the weather cycle works and it finally rains even with the one player sleep mod. So we are back from that time lapse, and the new store is now complete. So, looks pretty much the same on every side. I just went with a simple design just because of how small it was. And on the inside, it is pretty empty right now, but I'm going to put some chests with some different items in that people can buy. And I will eventually have to remove that scaffolding there. I don't think I'm going to have a bubble elevator because for now I'm going to have the second floor closed. But the second floor basically looks like this for now. And I'll put a few torches down because it's pretty dark. But this second floor will be used for other things or possibly a future expansion to the shop. And the roof just looks like this. And is similar to many of the other building roof designs that I've done before. Chaos, who you might remember as Sans from Season 1, is back on SF Craft, and he is showing me his base, which is hidden in the taiga, and he has a secret entrance and everything, and this is what it looks like so far. But Chaos will hopefully be an important ally against Forbes and Rekt and Soch if they decide to go to war with us. Why is there an extremely sus red imposter from Among Us in the middle of Zero's base? Like, what is this? Who even put this here? So Zero is currently building a town off the map to avoid Forbes and Soch, and it looks like he left all of his parrots and a cat here while he's moving them, because he is moving some of his stuff off of the peninsula, but he is still keeping most of his base here. And what is Dragon doing here? Doesn't even have any armor. So apparently, Rekt, Wolf, Forbes, and Soch decided to team up, and Forbes broke Soch out of prison. So this is really bad. This is exactly what I was trying to avoid, and all four of them have declared war against the Alliance. So I don't know how we are going to defeat them, because Rekt has basically searched the entire map and collected all of the notch apples within a 100,000 block radius, and they have all kinds of overpowered weapons and unlimited backup armor and weapons, so there's pretty much nothing we can do to defeat them. So at this point, I'm just going to try to get Rekt and Wolf to realize that I'm not against them and I'm not trying to fight them, and hopefully they will decide to end the war and stop helping Soch and Forbes. But for now, Astro and Skippy have created this fake wedding thing. I'm not even sure what it is yet, but basically it's to try to get Forbes to come to it, and hopefully we can either reach an agreement with him or arrest him if he is aggressive. So we are going to be going to that now and finding out what it really is. So we are now in Zero's new town at this wedding, and so far Forbes hasn't showed up, and I'm not sure what's going on with people's skins. Like, Aaron's a Steve right now, but I don't think Forbes is showing up. So I will stay around a little bit longer. I think everyone else will too, and hopefully Forbes will show up. What was that? What? Soch? What is he doing? Okay, if he does that again, he's getting hit with this. There we go. No, Astro, no. No, he hit me first. So everyone is now walking out of here, so I don't know if we're going to leave or if we're going to wait a little bit longer for Forbes, but something's going to happen. And it's funny how, like, all these people have, like, no armor, and then there's just, like, Aaron and I who have full netherite armor just in case Forbes show up so we can kill him if we have to. But hopefully even if he does show up, we don't have to kill him, because I really do want to try to reach an agreement with him where he stops attacking us. And of course, Forbes didn't actually show up. So we are now in the shopping district, and since I've been here last, these two buildings were not here, but looks like Wise Gear and Intense Hat have built these two new buildings on the communist plots of the shopping district. So we are going to take a quick look at what these are and if they're being used for anything yet. And there's nothing really in that one. And this one has some kind of farm in it. And it looks like there's a third plot over here for another building. Wait, what is this? Forbes and Soch just showed up while I was at my bookstore. So I'm not really sure what they want, but as long as we're both in the shopping district, they can't loot my base or kill me or anything. So hopefully we can come to some sort of an agreement while we're here. Wow, 4 books sold out of this one. So I will definitely take those. And 2 wings, I wonder who this is. Forbes killed Fire, so I'm pretty sure those are his, so I'm going to tell him to drop them. And I know he won't, but I don't really care if he does, because we will get them back eventually. And after crafting those into blocks, we now have 4 stacks and 17 blocks and 1 emerald. So because we are now at war, we need a flag. So Zero and I designed this flag, and this is now the flag of the Alliance of the Jungle Peninsula. So we can now place this in any of the territories we control to show that the Alliance controls that area. And there are a lot of territories that we already have that we need to place this flag at. So we are going to take some of these flags and go around the map to the different Alliance territories and place these flags. So we got pretty much every location on the map that is controlled by the Alliance. So I think that is going to be it for this episode of SFcraft. Thanks for watching this episode of SFcraft. In this episode, we finished the 4th floor and started working on the 5th floor with the floor and walls. We built this new shop which is behind me, and it's not open yet, but soon we will be selling some items there. And unfortunately, there is now a server-wide war between the Alliance and the Communists against Forbes, Soch, Rekt, and Wolf. So hopefully we can end this war quickly and continue playing normally. We also made a new banner for the Alliance. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and we will see you in episode 12.